grab your coffee, or whatever it is you're drinking, and let's sit down for a minute. I'm feeling that fall itch like every year around this time. Time to start thinking about a project to wrench on all winter and ride hard come spring. I've been around these old Big Twins long enough to know what's worth your money, and today we're gonna comb through 5 you can score for under $5 grand. Now these ain't museum pieces. These are bikes that are running, riding, and you can enjoy without breaking the bank. So let's dig in. Let's kick things off with number 5. 1995 Road King listed at $4,599 with just under 42,000 miles on the clock. This one's solid. Black over white paint, got that clean, classy, old school vibe. It's not a show king, look close to pictures. It's got some character. It's a perfect bike for someone who wants a good rider with a bit of patina. It's got the Evo motor, reliable as they come, and that Super Trap slip-on exhaust is a nice bonus even though the chrome's not perfect. Throw in that big comfy seat, you got yourself a solid bike for the long cruising. These Road Kings, man, they hit the sweet spot between comfort and classic style with just enough flair to turn some heads. Like any bike this age, look close at the finishes. A little wear and tear is fine, but make sure it's nothing structural. Check that front end, check how the bags are hooked onto the bike. You know, these old fork seals can go bad and give you trouble. They start leaking. It probably needs a fork seal oil change. If it's been sitting, the carb might need some love, but nothing a quick clean won't fix. This one's got just enough miles. You know, you don't need to be afraid of it at 42,000. I've got a Softail. It's got 72 on it, and it runs great. It's got enough miles to know it's been out on the road, but not so much that it's tired. I'd call it a working man's Road King. Not perfect, but it's all there. For under $5 grand, this thing is ready to roll with just a little bit of elbow grease. If you want a bike that rides well and looks good doing it, this is it. On to number 4. Number 4 is a 1995 Softail Custom, listed at $4,000 with 36,000 miles. It's got that blue and silver paint that mine's got. It kind of catches the eye. Everybody loves it but me. And from the pitch, the chrome's spotless on it. The pipes and bars look good, but there's a couple of dents in the carb side of the tank. Make me wonder what happened to it. Did it fall over? Is that why it's got an S&S carburetor on it? Not a deal breaker, but the original paint is where the real value's at long term. And even if you fix it, they're only original once. And that's why the price is sitting where it is. The bike's out of Florida, so it's not been sitting around collecting dust, which is always a good sign. The front tire's fresh. It's been serviced recently, and it looks ready to roll. Now, it's running an S&S carburetor, common enough, but I gotta say, I prefer the stock one. Easier to tune, more predictable, less hassle over the long run. S&S carbs can run great, but they're finicky to set up, and I find they don't always stay where you put them. I'd give the clutch quick check just to be sure at 36,000 miles. It's not so much about it being a Softail thing, but a Harley thing in general. And as always, I'd take a peek at the primary for any signs of seepage. I know mine doesn't leak at all. Those dents, they tell me it's seen some use, but they're cosmetic, only cosmetic. So if you're looking for a rider and not a show bike, it's nothing to lose sleep over. For $4,000, this bike's a solid find. 36,000 miles on an Evo. Hey man, that baby's barely broke in. Yeah, the S&S carb wouldn't be my first choice, but it's common enough and it's already on there. If you're in the market for a big twin, you can hop on today without needing a ton of work. Man, this one's worthy of getting a look. On to number 3. My number 3 is a 1997 Dyna Lowrider. Man, I love these bikes when they came out. My friends and I all wanted one. None of us could afford one. Found it sitting at a Harley dealer, which can go either way. You might get a good deal, or they're just trying to move it off the floor. It's got that original paint, which is nice, no mileage listed, and you know what that means. Always gotta wonder what they're not telling you. Now, Dynas, they're kind of an odd breed. They've always been kind of an entry-level big twin. Never had the following that the Softails or the touring bikes had. That shows in the value. You'll find them bottoming out around $5,000-ish. And while they're solid bikes, they don't climb in value the way the other models do. At least under my observation, they're always $4,000 to $5,000. If you're after a Dyna, it's more about riding it than holding on to it for an investment, in my mind. First thing I'd ask at the dealer is, what's the mileage? Low miles are good, but if it's higher, you want to know what they've been doing to keep it running. This bike looked like it's had a lot of somebody tweaking it. Check the usual spots for leaks, and even though it's from a dealer, I'd still take a close look at the tires and the brakes. You know, they might clean up nice, but if you don't want to get stuck with a bike that needs a bunch of work as soon as you get home, you need to look at this stuff. The Dyna is what it is, a decent big twin, but not a collector bike. This one's worth a look if you just want something to ride without putting too much cash down, I suppose. But if you're thinking long-term value, a Softail or even an FXR would likely serve you better. Still, if the mileage and the condition check out, yeah, you could have yourself a good winter project to be ready to roll come spring. On to number 2. All right, my number 2 is a 97 Fat Boy with 23,056 miles on it, sitting listed at $4,990. You know, it's rocking that original Harley purplish paint. Not really my thing, but hey, to each their own. It's got a 2-into-1 exhaust if you're into that, plus it's absolutely loaded with every Chinese doodad the dealership had hanging on the wall. Windshield, backrest, little frilly leather stuff hanging off of it, the whole works. And those solid aluminum wheels, hey man, they're the original wheels, and they're kind of tough looking, but nobody really had much love for them back in the day. Most people were changing the spokes. The good news, underneath all that crap is a nearly original bike, and that's where the value is. You know, this one reminds me of my Soft. Looked like someone went nuts at Christmas and bolted on every little extra they could get their hands on. But once you strip all that crap off, you're left with a proper looking motorcycle, ready to ride, ready to customize. First thing I'd do, I'd yank off that windshield and the backrest. Well, unless you're hauling someone around on the regular. That 2-into-1 pipe, it's fine. I like the sound of drag pipes. Hey, they can be a pain in the ass to keep dialed in if they weren't set up right. And those wheels, some folks dig them, but most would swap them out in a heartbeat. For just under $5,000, this one's a solid winter project. 23,000 miles on an Evo. Man, that baby's just getting warmed up. And yeah, the paint and bolt-ons, they aren't my style, but it's the bones that matter. And this one's got good bones. And strip off the extras, give it a little love, and you've got yourself a damn nice ride without breaking the bank. And if you're after a big twin that's ready to roll with just a bit of cleanup, this Fat Boy might be worth a look. On to number 1. Here we go. Number 1 on Old School's list of big twins, vintage big twins under $5,000. So here it is. 1996 Heritage Softail. This is listed by a private seller for $5,000. We capped out on this one. And man, this thing is flipping gorgeous. Red solid paint, chrome done just right, and it looks like the footboards and the bags were swapped out the way they should be, clean and sharp. It's got 18-inch ape hangers, wide white wall tires, studded black leather seat. Man, it sounds like I'm trying to sell you this bike. You know why? Because I'd go buy the bike. If it's what it looks like, man, this is just one of those. This one's right up my alley. Just a beautiful bike. Honestly, for $5,000, this thing is almost too good to be true. It looks like the kind of bike you dream about. You dream about finding. Chrome's perfect, sitting exactly how I'd set it up. The red paint pops and those ape hangers and the wide white walls. It's just got the right attitude. I'm telling you, this is the kind of bike you ride straight out of the gate and you feel darn good about riding it. Here's the thing. There's got to be something wrong with this bike. I've been around long enough to know there's always a catch with a deal this good. But hell, I can't find it in the pictures. First thing I'd do is get the full story from the seller. Check for any leaks around, the primary rocker boxes, all the normal suspects. It's from the South, so you wonder, is the rubber fuel line and the oil lines and the brake lines, has it been out in the sun much? Because it sure doesn't look like it. Bike looks like it was garage kept. Make sure the clutch is smooth, inspect the tires. Those white walls might look new, but they could be older than their seam, and they're expensive. Price-wide white walls, they're solid, man. You know how it goes. Trust your gut, and if something feels off, walk away. Every time I don't do it, I regret it. Every time I do it, I'm glad. If this bike is as good in person as it looks in the photos, it's an absolute steal at $5,000. It has got the classic look that makes a Harley hold its value. You leave it just like it is, park it in your garage, and in 10 years, the bike's worth $10,000. 26,000 miles on an even motor. Man, that baby's just getting warmed up. That thing's got a lot of life left in it. This is the kind of bike you ride to every meet, and they're looking at your bike while it's sitting beside the $50,000 bagger. You never feel out of place showing up on this bike. But like I said, there's always a catch, so keep your eyes open. If everything checks out, this one's not just a project, man. This one's a keeper. We're gonna wrap it up. Well, all right. There you have it. 5 Big Twin Harleys, all under $5,000, and every one of them worth a good hard look. We kicked things off with that Road King sitting pretty at $4,599. Found a damn clean 95 Softail custom, same color as mine. Took a gamble on that dealer Dyna, then stripped down a loaded fat boy and finished strong with that gorgeous Heritage Softail that I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with it. Look, bikes like these, they don't sit around for long. You better have your money and be on the run when you start looking. Deals come and go faster than you can think. But if you've got that itch, fall's the time to snag a project. Wrench on it through the winter, be ready to ride come spring. Just remember, it's all about trusting your gut, asking the right question, because not every pretty picture tells the full story, especially when you're talking about used Harley. If you've got your eye on a deal, or if you've ridden one of these bikes before, hit the comments, man. Interact with me. You'll find I answer every comment. Up to this point, I've answered every single comment on my channel. Tell me what you think. Hell, maybe you found something even better. I'd love to hear about it. Send me the pictures to my email. All right, that's it for this one. Get wrenching, keep riding. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe out there. Be good to yourself. I'll see you next time on Harleys Revived.